This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lap. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons in the ice cream whip, triple scoop. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation. Ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs stay by my side, yeah we gon' ride.
Coach, a very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. It can certainly get loud inside this building, and just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go, baby. Let's go. Ready, white 25. 27. Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know. Check.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. This one caught by Ridley. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Well, these two teams, the Falcons and the Vikings, have met 30 times since the Falcons' inaugural year in the league back in 1966. And the Vikings winning 19 of those games, but maybe the most memorable game. And right away, he lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes. Football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Jahan, 180. Leave it, bring up 48.
Here's Dalvin Cook, third year back from Florida State. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
I remember the first time I saw Dalvin Cook play in college. I was watching him on TV, called a scouting friend of mine and said, "Who is this guy? He's special." And he said, "Dude, you're watching a home run hitter on the field."
Yeah, he was special in Tallahassee. Left Florida State their all-time leader in rushing yards and touchdowns.
Let's go, D, let's go. Hey, let's get there. 45. Black. 45.
On 2nd and 2, Cousins under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. A good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8.
Push him back. Hey, orbit. Gun.
Cousins. And that'll be caught by Diggs for a Minnesota touchdown. Stephon Diggs there to make the grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Bailey got the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Following the interception, Cousins. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The Clemson Tiger, Vic Beasley, reaches home that time.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Undercrush, wide. Undercrush.
Cousins gives way to Cook. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a second time.
Five men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. Cousins now. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons goes. In for the sack, Deion Jones. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 37 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Ryan. He's going deep for Brown. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be 2 guys on him at just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Check 99. Ringo. Check.
1st down. Here's Cousins. Going deep for Diggs. They've got his man complete. Vikings. Stephon Diggs, 88 yards. And the Vikings get the quick strike touchdown. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go!
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. That reception, it brings him up to the 700 plateau. He's at 700 career NFL catches now.
And that club in baseball, a rather exclusive club, and one we talk about all the time. In football, puts you in the top 50 all-time range. Not so bad either.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On first and 10, it's Ryan. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Ryan. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a third down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Check, 22! 61, matchbox, lights. 54, south.
Third and long. It's Ryan. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're doing right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
They run again on first down. Cook. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
Protein spill.
On second and 11 now. Cousins going deep for Diggs. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Stephon Diggs on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that makes the score 21-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Touchdown, Falcons! Antonio Brown, 71 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Going deep for Diggs. And that's caught inside the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Bailey got the extra point, and the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. Able to slither by. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
And Falcons fans everywhere excited that Devontae Freeman is back on the field wearing number 24 in the red and black. Remember, he went down in week 2 in 2018 with an injury and didn't return.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Throwing on 3rd and long. Ryan. And he's going to go down again. Danielle Hunter giving him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 2nd and 9. Cousins, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want.
3rd and long for Cousins. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Caught by Jones. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Watch a slap. Watch a slap. 21. Watch the shit. Get out.
They'll throw on first down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Watch out.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That'll be complete to Cook. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And an alley to run. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Gun.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. That's to Cook out of the backfield. They'll get to him just inside the 15-yard line. And even after that fancy footwork we saw, a good job defensively to recover. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Gun. Leave it, 48. Mike, check, 59. Hey, wahoo! What's that?
Cousins. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen in the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
First and 10.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl.
On the carry, it's Cook. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They run it again with Cook. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Grady Jarrett able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Here's Britton Colquitt now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know that.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Anthony Barr picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
It's second down.
Kill. 80 weapons. Hey, turn it up. Check. Hey, check.
Another try after the first down sack. Ryan. This will be caught by Brown. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one good for 37 yards. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that'll be hauled in by the tight end. It's Hooper for the Falcon touchdown. Austin Hooper there to make the grab. And the Falcons cut into that lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that will get them one closer. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Yeah, he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Now Cook. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
At the 43-yard line.
Jahan, 180. 45. You better bring it. You better bring it.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Jahan, 180.
In your face.
Lucky 50.
Cousins from the gun on third. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Vic Beasley able to get in there. Back of the afternoon. Here's Britton Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. And they'll get to this and touch it. Looks like, yeah, right at the 15-yard line here. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Now a dump off here complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instinct. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play.
Bravo. Mike 40, Mike 39.
On 3rd and 1, Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kentrell Brothers in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. And from their own end zone, it's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. The trick play works. Excellent execution, 18 yards on that fake, and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now it's Ryan. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta.
6-6, pull it high. 20.
54, Mike, 54.
Five.
54.
Wait.
Check three.
Now Ryan on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Anthony Barr able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
11.
The Falcons will go for it. It's Ryan. That's to his running back, complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now Ryan. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. To throw again. Ryan. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. Well, when I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
45. Mike, 45.
Hey, exit. Gun.
Cousins here to throw. He goes full extension, and he's got it. A gain there of 21 yards.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. Going up top. That's caught at the 25. A big play there. Cousins to Thielen. 47 yards. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see?